Today we will be installing Ubuntu Server from beginning to end. This video is part of my How to Linux series. If you're new here, I'm Toby and welcome to your retreat. So the first step in setting up Ubuntu Server on your new server is going to be going to the Ubuntu website. Once you're on there, go to Products, Ubuntu Server. This is going to be a page showing about its performance, its versatility, and different softwares that can run it, and different use cases. As you can see, all the security release updates. So go to download Ubuntu Server. This is the one we're going to be installing today. This is another one we can install, but I'll do that in another video. So what you're going to need is 5GB hard drive, either a USB port or DVD to install the media, 1GB system memory, 1GHz processor. How to install? I'm going to show you how to do this. You are going to need a 4GB plus USB drive to be able to do this. So if you click download, it will download. It will take a bit of time depending on the speed of your network. Secondly, we're going to go to Etcher. Once you've done that, download this. This is going to basically transfer the OS onto the USB drive for you to install. Once that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to open Etcher. So here I've got Etcher. We're going to go flash from file, double click that to do it. Then we're going to go select target. So we're going to click on my USB drive here and click select. And it's easy as clicking flash, accepting the Windows prompt, which is now going to go black, but it will come back there. And then what you do is it will start doing it. So what I'll do is I'll now wait for this to finish, and then we'll move on to the next step. Perfect, so now this has flashed and validated, we're completely done. What we're going to do is we're now going to eject the drive from here, plug it into the computer and start setting it up on the device. You're going to need a few things to do this though. You're going to need an Ethernet cable, a connection to a monitor, power, keyboard, mouse. Once this is done, we'll move on and we're ready to go. So I'll see you once I've set up the computer and we're ready to move on. Okay, so welcome back. So the first thing I'm going to do is quickly power on the computer, which is going to start now, and I'm going to start clicking escape to pause the boot menu because I know it's for this computer. But if it's for you, you may have to go online, search up. So I've got HP Elite Desk, search up HP Elite Desk, enter BIOS key, and there we go. So first I'm going to go into the boot menu to find everything plugged in. There's everything plugged in. So what I've got in here is a 128GB Intel SSD, and another one is a 1TB Lexar SSD, which is an additional one. So I'm going to go to the SanDisk. I think Ubuntu may already be on here, but I'm going to do that and I'm going to try or install Ubuntu Server. So now what it's going to do is it's going to start booting up and getting us ready and into the installer. So this one is Ubuntu Server 24.04.1 LTS version. This is a slightly bit different. If you are looking for Ubuntu 24.10, then that video is linked in the description. It may not be out yet, but if you're watching this on the day, but it will be coming out very soon. But yeah, so now we are waiting for everything to load. So all the services are starting, everything looks to be okay. There we go, Ubuntu 24.04.1 LTS. So now what it's doing is connecting and getting everything booted up. And there we go. So, first of all, choose your language. I'm going to be choosing English UK and just clicking enter. So yep, I'm going to do continue, update to the new installer. So it just updates everything to the newest one. So what it's doing is it's downloading the latest installer and it's going to automatically restart into the new one. So what I'm going to do is it should restart. There you go. English UK, English UK. It wasn't very long, but it's good to do. Click done. It's now applying all the configs. So I'm going to install Ubuntu Server with everything because I've got enough space. But if you do want the version that has a small runtime footprint, where humans aren't really expected to use or they need to install everything themselves, then choose minimized. If not, just choose the default. I would suggest the default for you, and I'd also, so it goes on done, but if you click the up arrow, you'll go up to these three. So if you want to change, click space, and you click space again. So I'm going to also install third-party drivers. Click done. So that means everything that's on this computer, any drivers it might found, can be installed. And if you've got Ethernet plugged in, which I would highly recommend, click done now, and it gives you an IP address. For this one, if you do have a proxy server, please put that in now. I personally don't, so I'm just going to click done. And now what it's doing is it's testing it can talk to the outside world, basically for all its updates. So the mirror address and its all updates. So this is the default one. I'm waiting for it to be tested. Once it's tested, I can move on. So you can move past it doesn't work. So first of all, it's now asking me to install. There's my Lexar SSD. I'm going to put it on the local disk, which already does have stuff on there. So I'm going to choose that one and use entire disk, Intel, set up this disk, and we ignore these and just leave them how they are. If you do have anything you want to change, then you can do that. So I'm going to let it do that, and that's just telling me everything we're going to do. So it's just basically going to ignore the Lexar disk and continue. Perfect. So done. So it's basically telling you now that anything on that drive is going to be formatted, and if you haven't backed it up, then it's going to be gone. So as soon as I can continue, it's going to start formatting. Now it's going to start the install. So first of all, I'm going to add my name. So we are Digital Retreat, and then I'm going to put the server name as Ubuntu HP Ubuntu Server, just for now. And then I'm going to pick a username of digital, like that, and then we're going to put in a very super secure password, which you're going to need to put in yourself. And once you've done that, smash the enter key and smash it again. It does it. So this is Ubuntu Pro. You can pay for this if you're within a business, and it basically allows security up as a wider range of packages until 2034. I'm going to skip that for now, but if you would like a video on Ubuntu Pro, do let me know and I will do that. So enter again. I would highly recommend installing OpenSSH server if you want to talk to it. So for me, this will be a headless install, so I wouldn't be running it. So I want to talk to it from my Mac Mini maybe, or my desktop computer. So I'm going to click the space on that and just allow it to do that. You can import keys if you would like to, but personally I don't need to do that. I could just use your Adobe password. So it's then telling me I've got no 30-py drivers, so just click continue. And now there's more services it might recommend you install. I'm personally not going to install any of these because I can install them after, so you're going to scroll down. But if you did want, let's say, DigitalOcean, click space on it and it will start installing. But I'm going to not tick any of those and go to done. So now what we can see is the installation process, so I'll leave it like that. And now what it's doing is it's installing everything on the system. What I'll do is I'll fast forward to when we are finally installed and ready for the system. So I'll do that now. So now the installation is complete, we can click close and reboot now. So that did take a little bit longer because it had so much to download. I think it had well over a gig of stuff to download. That's normal. So basically what it's saying is it can't remove the media itself, so what I've got to do is I've got to pull the USB out, which I have now, and just click the enter key. And hopefully what's going to happen is it will boot up into its server. There we go, HP's booting. Oh, and there we go. Give it 1 second. While it does all its booting stuff for the first time, it may take a bit longer than normal. Ubuntu Server is usually pretty quick to load, from what I remember. So there you go, it's booting everything up, waiting for the network to be configured currently, getting an IP, there you go. It's made it on. And there we go, we're in. So what we're going to do is we're going to log in as digital, and the password that we added, super secure, now we're in. So we've got loads of updates, and we're going to see we've got an IP address of 246, which we can remote into at in a command line of SSH digital at 192.168.1.246. So for you, it will be your username, which you just put in, and it will ask for your password. You may have to click yes as well. So what I would recommend is going sudo, which means admin privileges, apt, which means get, apt update, which means it's going to pull the latest updates that it needs to do. It's going to always ask for a password because you use sudo. And then once it's read all the packages, I'm going to go upgrade -y, which means it's going to upgrade them all, and -y means just instantly get on with it, don't ask me. There you go, so it's automatically kicked out, and it's got so many updates to do. So once it's done this, give it a quick restart, and then you can start installing your packages. So that is a basic install of Ubuntu Server. Nothing too major, nothing difficult, but obviously it's quite nice for someone to walk you through how to do it. There you go, it's currently downloading all the files. But yeah, I do hope you did enjoy this little tutorial, my first tutorial. If you do like it and have any recommendations of what tutorials you'd like next, please do let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your stay at the retreat, and I will see you next time. Bye.